Welcome back. Victoria is making masks compulsory from Thursday. Residents in Melbourne said the Mitchell Shire will face a $200 on-the-spot fine if they leave home without one. And there's now pressure on other states to follow suit.
Let's get today's take on this with Shelley Horton from Nine Honey and comedian Vince Sorrenti. Shelley, there you are.
Oh.
So you, hopefully you're smiling under there.
I am.
Should all Aussies... I think this should... we should just do this anyway.
I agree. Yeah, you know what? I think it's about time that we're taking the front step and we're actually being proactive, because it's not a big deal to wear a mask. It's really not. For most people, it'd be, 20 minutes at a time if they're going to a shopping centre or something like that. So if you're in Sydney or in other places around Australia, I recommend that we follow Melbourne's suit. And, part of it could also just be showing our support to Melbourne and saying, you guys, we believe in you, you can do this, because, we want to kick this virus to the curb.
Yeah, masks in solidarity. I mean, in Queensland, though, Vince, I guess they've just had one confirmed case, so maybe not necessary there. But I guess in other states where you're seeing those numbers increase, this wishy-washy advice of, wear it if you don't think you can social distance, is that going to work? I mean, do you think Daniel Andrews is right to make these face masks mandatory?
Yes, make them mandatory. And look, let's not have any fun with this. I want people to be really miserable with these masks. No smiling under the masks, no funny masks, no smiley faces, no footy club colours. In Italy, they were even selling masks with fake cigarettes hanging out of them. Seriously. Let's get really miserable about this. And carry a sign around saying the world is about to end, all that sort of stuff. Let's get really dark about this.
Dark
Wear a
masks.
mask.
So I'm not quite sure, Vince, are you going to wear a mask or not?
He's pro-mask.
Yeah. No, look, the point is, let's have fun with it. If we're all going to wear them, let's have fun with it.
Show me where your freak flag fly on the mask. How about this? Now, when should you call the police about alleged coronavirus restriction breaches? There's a debate in Melbourne after a restaurant posted a photo of an order of 9 pizzas saying somebody's having a party. I assume it could be a big family, but definitely a shame. Put yourself in my shoes as this owner. What would you do, Vince? What would you do?
Look, I know this is an important issue and, people really should be vigilant about people breaking the rules, but come on, like someone orders too many pizzas or orders too much KFC. Look, if my dear mum, if she was alive, the police would be calling on her all the time. If there was 4 or 5 people for dinner, there'd be enough food for like 800 for all the COVID police and their entire family. Call the police, that's too much food.
Yeah, right.
Shelley, I mean, what do you think? Should we trust that people are just doing the right thing, or should we be dobbing them in?
I think it's time to be a dibber-dobber. I think that it's actually too important to just turn a blind eye. We really do need to get rid of this virus. It is killing people. It is ruining our economy. So I'm sorry, if you're going to order 9 pizzas, I'm going to call the police to go and check on you. If you are, just like Vince's mum, ordering big for a family, then it's not a problem. But if you're having a party, I want all of those people fined. So I know it doesn't seem like the Australian way. We're not dobbers, but maybe we're going to have like a little caveat for coronavirus that we're allowed to be dibber-dobbers until we get this under control.
This time in 2020, we're all laggers, is what you're saying. The 2020 has made us all laggers in the prisoner world. All right, we'll stay with us, Shelley and Vince, when we come back. Free childcare for all, a controversial proposal that would benefit parents. But what will it do to our economy?
And there's a bear behind you. The moment a group of hikers get the shock of their lives, we show you what happened next. Welcome back. The push for permanently free childcare is one of the 5 big ideas in a COVID-19 economic recovery plan to be unveiled by the Australian Council of Trade Unions. The union says the proposal would supercharge economic output and boost children's education, but covering childcare costs for all families would cost the government at least $14 billion.
Shelley and Vince are still here to discuss this. Shelley, free childcare, it would boost the economy. It seems like a no-brainer.
I agree. I could not support this more. I mean, people are concerned about $14 billion and how much it's going to cost. But if you also look that having free childcare means there'll be more women back into the workforce. And I do say women because it is the majority of women who are primary carers for children. Them getting back into the workforce, they have predicted that that could actually increase and give a boost to our economy of $27 billion. So in fact, we will make money. So I think think that this is a genius idea. I speak to my girlfriends, and one of the biggest deterrents for them returning to work after having a baby is that they will make less money going to work than actually paying, because they have to pay so much childcare. So if we can remove that burden, I think we will have women who are more stimulated, happier with their life, and also make sure that we're getting a boost to our economy, which is so imperative at the moment.
Yeah, not to mention the benefits to the kids. I mean, as we know, at that young age, that's when their brains are developing. I mean, Vince, should the government cover childcare costs for all families? They're having to dish out a lot of extra cash at the moment.
Look, I think we're all in agreement on this one. I think that in a pandemic, we're all socialists, and I think we've got to have a very close look at this. Why waste a great crisis? This is an opportunity to try out universal childcare, to extend JobKeeper and other means of social welfare. This is a time when we turn towards the government in need, and as Shelley has rightly pointed out, the burden of looking after young kids does, wrongly enough, fall on women still these days. So I think it would be a great boost to female employment. And let's see what the cost benefits are. This is a great opportunity. We need it. I'm all for it.
I think you're right. I think the government's done some really brave things with JobKeeper and JobSeeker and the childcare benefit in this time. As you say, Vince, it's socialism, but guess what? People love it. Take a look at the moment a bear creeps up behind a group of hikers in Mexico.
No. Hey. Also. No.
She took a selfie.
She just took a selfie.
Vince, she took a selfie.
Bear.
You're not supposed to move, but she took a selfie.
Not a very scary bear, I have to say. I mean, a 5-year-old could probably knock that bear out.
Oh, that's a scary bear.
That's a boo-boo bear, that one. That's not a full yogi.
Yeah. But I think confronted with life-threatening situations, your first thing should be, let's get a selfie. I was staying in a house in Bali once, and a guy stormed in with a machete, seriously, and I thought, mate, listen, before you chop me up, can we get a selfie?
Wait, did that really happen?
No.
Yeah, that did really happen a long time ago.
We'll park that for another day. But
Shelley, is this really the perfect time to get a good photo?
I've got to say, if that was me, I'd want that selfie. No selfie, no proof.
I would not be thinking about a
Fantastic.
selfie.
You're just lifting one arm. I could do it. Yeah, worth it. It'd be going straight to the pool room.
I want to see the selfie, though. If anyone knows where the selfie is, we want to see the selfie of the bear and Vince's selfie with the machete guy.
Maybe she didn't publish it because it, wasn't flattering with her chins or something.
Look up for bears and for chins.
Maybe he thought she called an bear.
Oh, God.
No. I'm making this one.
Support her. All right.
Okay,
Thanks, you
bye.
guys. Go to Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you think. Would you like to continue
try.
after that dad joke?
It was a mum joke.
Mum joke.
Yeah. Coming up on Today Extra, just how far...